Hello and welcome to One United's training. Today we're going to cover our One Legacy product that is exclusive to One United. Again, thank you for taking the time to join us, and we'll get right to it. You can find our One Legacy product right over here. It has its own tab. And let's first look at the actual product One Legacy. You can click on the link there. And if you'll notice in the background, there's a pair of boots back there. And it's really faint, but it's there, it's noticeable, and that's because One Legacy was derived from basically my brother and I were, and we just said there's got to be a better way. So I think the best thing to do is just go ahead and show this video real quick and let you watch it, and then we'll go from there.
Letters. You remember the way it used to be. Whether you were lucky enough to get a letter or you were writing one home, it was always a special occasion when that time happened. One of the most sacred and humble traditions that our military veterans do while they're deployed is write a letter that they hope never does go home.
I had two grandfathers that both served in foreign wars, one in World War II and another that served in Korea. And while they didn't often talk much about their time, I do remember my grandmother and grandfather talking many times about how important letters to and from each other were back in that time when they didn't have cell phones and email and text and all the things that we have today.
When I was younger, my grandfather that served in World War II used to really enjoy taking me and going on walks in a cemetery, and I learned a lot about loyalty and respect and patriotism. And when I used to hear his stories and look at the headstones, I just used to think to myself, what was their story? What was left unsaid? Who would have thought that I would have followed in my grandfather's footsteps and joined the military? When I served 4 different operations overseas, I too had written a letter that I hoped never would have gone home. And I always wondered if something would have happened, what would my family have remembered me by, and, would they have wondered what I was thinking or wanting to tell them. Many veterans paid the ultimate sacrifice, some very close and dear to us, and I can't help to think, what would they like to leave as their legacy? What would they have liked to have told their family if they could have, maybe in their last words? And that's really how One Legacy came about, and I'm honored and privileged to present this platform. One Legacy is not just for the military, it's for all families. It provides a way to not only pay for your final expenses, but to plan for them. And by planning, that means you can make all of your arrangements ahead of time. You can make videos, you can make messages, you can leave letters. You can take care of all that ahead of time so that that day is a day where your family can focus on remembering you instead of having to take care of all the other burdens that are placed on family members when their loved ones pass. I challenge you to check out what One Legacy has to offer. I also challenge you to go ahead and commit to taking care of your legacy. And I also challenge you to find out how One Legacy is offering these services to our active duty military for free and how you can become a sponsor. Thank you, God bless you, and Semper Fidelis.
So that's just a short introduction to the One Legacy. If you scroll down, you guys can kind of read this yourselves, but our counselors are called guardians. And so what we do is we offer this for $3 per household. It doesn't matter if they've got 3, 4, 5 people. Everybody in that household gets covered by this for $3 a month. So as an agent, you put it on the youngest person in the household and the healthiest. That way, We don't have to change it down the road if something were to happen to the older person or the person that had some health issues. So you simply assign it to one of the policies in the house. You just simply add $3 to whatever the rate is, and then at the end tell the customer that it's going to be two separate payments, one for their policy and one for their one legacy enrollment. And once that's done, once you're done with the sale, you'll go on to the website, and this is going to change here relatively soon. But you can go to the one legacy enrollment and just follow the instructions here and fill out the form. And then once you do that, it'll automatically notify our guardians. The guardians will then contact your customer. They'll send out a packet on your behalf and kind of walk your customer through how to fill their forms out. And basically what those forms will do, it allows your customer to make all of their arrangements ahead of time. Whether they want to be cremated, buried, they want a showing, a non-showing, what clothes they want to wear, their casket, their grave marker, who they want their pallbearers to be. Who do they want to give their wedding ring to? If it's maybe a surviving spouse, um, what kind of flowers they prefer, where they want to be buried, where they want their ashes to be spread. Everything. It's all there. There's even places. Do you want a nice funeral, a very nice funeral, over the top, or just the cheapest possible? That way your family members aren't left guessing and they don't overspend. That's what this is all about. It's about not overspending when that time comes. It's about having everything in place so that your family members aren't left having to make all of the decisions ahead of time. And the last thing that we do is we allow them to make videos of themselves, and we will save those links and deliver them to their family at a specific date. Sounds kind of crazy, but listen to this, it makes sense. Let's say I'm diagnosed with cancer, 42 years old, diagnosed with cancer. My daughter's 16 years old right now, and let's just say, if hypothetically speaking I was, and I was only given X amount of time to live, I could make a video for her graduation. I could make a video for her wedding. I could make a video for the birth of their child, my first grandchildren. I could make a video for, um, whatever comes to mind. You can make that video, give us the link, let us know when it's to be delivered, and our process is automated to where we'll remind the family to get a hold of us when these events happen. So that's all done for only $3. It's a lifesaver. It's great to add to your policy. There will be some people who aren't interested. And you'll know because they'll kind of just say, "Well, I just want to be cremated. I don't care about anything else. I just want enough to be cremated, and the kids can throw me out back." Well, this isn't for that customer. There will be other people you're talking to where they're going to say, "Yeah, I'm just really concerned about this, and I don't want that burden to pass on to my family." That's your customer. That's who you want to add this to, because for $3, this is going to give their life insurance policy so much more validity. It's going to give them something that they can touch and feel and have, and they're not going to cancel their policy. So this is a huge persistency saver on your policy. So make sure that you're putting this on your policies immediately, and don't forget to do that. Okay. This is not just for military members. We offer this to anybody that's interested in coming on and helping our military members. We've got a thing here that says support our heroes, and it's a whole page dedicated to how people can come on here and sponsor or fund a family for $4.99 per month, and then we give this for free to our veterans. It's so awesome. Okay, so go on here, learn about it, and if you know a business or you know somebody out there, they can actually come on here. We call them heroes, and they can provide this membership to a service member while they're deployed, and that way they can leave videos for their loved ones. And if something happens to them while they're deployed, then we can deliver those to their kids and their spouse once we're notified. We've got different packages here, and each one there's something more that we can do for them. So for like $19.99 a month, they not only get the service of One Legacy, but we also send a care package to that service member wherever they're deployed in your name or in their hero's name, and every month they get that care package. It's so awesome. For $24.99, then they get special interaction with the family, meaning we'll do the care package, we'll enroll them in One Legacy, and then we'll, if they don't have the means to do it, then we'll shoot them videos back and forth and pass it to them and make sure that they get those. We've got business and corporate sponsors that they can donate, and all this money goes to help families who are deployed, families that maybe have a loved one that's injured, families that can't afford some of the final expenses that the government doesn't pay for. This is a complete nonprofit part of One United, and everything we make here goes straight to helping deployed service members or those who have been killed in action, or taking care of children of those that have passed, and in the form of paying for their college and all kinds of sorts of stuff. So it's a really good opportunity there. Take some time and take a look at it. Get to know how One Legacy can help your sales and also help you feel good about what you're doing. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this training.